Elias moved into the old Holloway house on the edge of Blackwood Forest. The locals called it the house that hums. They said at night, you could hear a low, steady hum coming from within its walls. Elias didn't believe in local legends. He believed in cheap real estate. The first night was quiet. Too quiet. The kind that makes you aware of your own breathing. Around 3 a.m., a soft hum drifted through the air. It wasn't mechanical, nor did it come from outside. It came from within the house. It echoed faintly through the floorboards, like a distant choir humming a single, unending note. Old pipes, Elias muttered, rolling over in bed. But deep down, he knew pipes didn't hum. By the third night, the hum had changed. It wasn't constant anymore. It started and stopped, like someone humming a melody they'd half forgotten. It moved from room to room, growing louder as it approached his bedroom door. A chill crawled up his spine. He stared at the door, heart pounding. Then it stopped. He waited, frozen. 10 minutes, 20. Silence. Just as he started to relax, there was a click. The soft sound of the doorknob turning. His breath caught in his throat. Slowly the door creaked open an inch. Darkness filled the gap. No footsteps, no shadow. Just the dark. Elias didn't sleep that night. The next day he searched every room, closet, attic, basement. He found nothing. No footprints, no signs of anyone else in the house. But the hum came back that night, louder than ever. This time, it wasn't just a hum. It was a voice. Elias, it crooned, stretching out his name like a lullaby. His chest tightened. He sat upright in bed, sweat dripping down his face. Who's there? He barked, his voice cracking. Silence. Then, faint but clear, from the closet at the foot of his bed. Come and see. Nope. 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 He muttered, grabbing his phone and turning on the flashlight. He shined it at the closet door. It was shut. But was it? Had it been open just a crack before? He crept toward it, each step a struggle against the invisible weight of dread pressing on his chest. His heart thudded like a drum in his ears. Slowly, he gripped the closet handle. Don't open it, his mind screamed, but his hand turned the knob anyway. Inside, nothing. Just clothes swaying gently, as if someone had moved them a second before. He slammed it shut and shoved a chair under the handle. I'm not playing your game, he muttered, backing away. But then, from the other side of the door, a quiet knock. Knock, knock, knock. It wasn't frantic. It wasn't loud. It was playful. That night, the whispers started. Not just one voice, but many. Hushed, urgent murmurs from behind the walls, under the floor, in the ceiling. They didn't speak words, just the rhythm of voices. He couldn't make out what they were saying, but he knew they were talking about him. He didn't sleep, didn't eat. By the 6th day, his reflection in the bathroom mirror didn't look like him anymore. His eyes were sunken, hollow. Something moved behind him in the reflection. But when he turned, no one was there. His phone battery died that day, and his charger wouldn't work. He was cut off from the world. That night, the knock on the closet door returned. Knock, knock, knock. This time, it was followed by something worse. A slow, deliberate scratching along the inside of the door. His skin crawled with every drag of nails across the wood. He squeezed his eyes shut, gripping the bed sheets. Just leave, he whispered. Please, just leave. Leave? A soft voice echoed from the closet, a perfect mimicry of his own voice. But we just got here. The chair under the handle toppled with a crash. The closet door slowly creaked open. The darkness inside wasn't normal darkness. It was thicker, deeper, as if the closet wasn't a closet anymore, but a tunnel to someplace far, far below. Two eyes opened in that darkness. Not human eyes, too wide, too black, and they were staring straight at him. He couldn't scream, couldn't move. The hum returned, louder, closer. It vibrated through his skull. His eyes watered. It was inside his head now, filling every thought, every fear, every silence. "Come see," the voice whispered again, echoing from the closet, from the walls, from everywhere. The darkness spilled out like ink, sliding along the floor in tendrils, slow but steady. It reached the foot of his bed. He pressed himself against the headboard, panting, eyes darting for an escape. There was none. The air grew colder, his breath coming out in misty puffs. The tendrils reached the mattress. "Stay away," he sobbed, eyes shut tight. "You're not real." "If we're not real," the voice cooed inches from his ear, "then why are you so afraid?" The tendrils surged. The last thing Elias felt was cold hands gripping his ankles and pulling. When the police searched the Holloway house weeks later, they found no sign of Elias. The only clue was a phone lying